welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is having a phenomenal day as always. So today is probably one of my most awaited, I've talked about in quite a few videos, and that is me talking about Ulta versus Sephora and their rewards programs, their perks, the different like pros and cons of both stores because they're both pretty great. I'm just going to show you my preference between the two of them and how I save money at both these places and how I kind of use their rewards programs to my advantages. What are these hand motions? I don't even know. But yeah, we'll get straight into the Ulta one. So getting straight into Ulta's rewards program. So first off, when you sign up with Ulta, they don't really have like a name for it. It's just kind of like their rewards member. But you give them basically your email and you're signed up for their rewards. They send you email notifications when they've got like special deals going on, all that jazz. You also get a free birthday gift, which is pretty awesome. The only thing about Ulta's birthday gifts that I don't enjoy is you have really no idea what you're going to get for your birthday month. I know my sister got hairspray. I know the month after they got Urban Decay eyeshadow. Not a happy camper because who wouldn't want Urban Decay eyeshadow like that? But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So getting into, before I start talking about their other rewards, which is like platinum, let me get straight into like how you even get points and what points are. So basically points, when you rack up your points, you get something like special, like Sephora does it too. I just have a preference to Ulta's because I'll tell you. So for every $1 you spend at Ulta, you get a point. And they also do, like, they'll send you through your email, like, they have double and triple and 5 times the points. So you can rack them up. But they have, like, different categories for, like, what you can do with your points. So when you rack up 100 points, you get $3 off. When you have 250, you get $8 off. When you have 500 points, you get $17.50. I don't know why they would change that one. At 750 points, you get $30 off. When you hit 1,000 points, you get $50 off. And then the one I say always to go to is 2,000 points because you get $125 of free makeup. What do you mean? Like, that is amazing. Though a big thing I don't enjoy about Ulta is if you're not a platinum member, your points expire. So that's kind of when you have to go like, okay, do I need to go ahead and just like, I know I only have 500 points, let me just go ahead and use the $17.50 off, even though I really would like to go to like the 2,000 points to get the $125. It's just go ahead and do it. Like, don't worry, like, don't waste your points. Like, go ahead and get them out. They expire within the calendar year. So, but when you get platinum, they never expire. And so the way platinum works is you have to spend $450 in a calendar year. For some people that is a lot, but when you look at Ulta, they are more than just prestige, which is what really separates them from Sephora, because Sephora is a just prestige kind of like brand in and of themselves. But Ulta has drugstore, they have their own Ulta brand. You can find like your facial cleansers, you can find your razors, your deodorant, your hair care stuff. I know when I replaced my curling iron and my blow dryer and my straightener last year, I bought it all at Ulta. So I was able to rack up points that way so I could get to them faster. And when you're doing like the 2 and 3 and 5 times the points, because they'll do that, either they'll send, like, I know for your birthday month, I believe it's 2 times the points. Yes, 2 times the points during your birthday month. Automatically, so for the entirety of your month, you get 2 times the points on everything inside the store. I know they do special points on their salon. If you've never been to the salon, you should. If you've never done the Benefit Brow Bar, you should go do it. They just did my brows. Fabulous. Don't do your own brows. Please go to Benefit. Please go get someone to do it professionally. Don't. Ugh. So bad. But you get points on all of that lovely jazz. I mean, they have skincare. There's just so much inside of Ulta that's just like not offered at Sephora. So yeah, so that's a great way to rack up your points. I know they'll also do like specific, like brand specific, like they'll do this week only or for these 3 days you get 3 times the point on Too Faced or 2 times the point on Tarte or whatever it is. So that's kind of it for like how you rack up your points, but honestly, like I've never, when I do like my redeems, I've never spent $2,000 to get $125 worth of free makeup. That's insane. No, you kind of wait. So like if you decide like I really want this Tarte mascara, wait Wait until they go, okay, it's 3 times the point on Tarts. That's when you go buy your mascara. That is when you're going to go and buy that blush that you've been eyeing, or that palette that you've been eyeing. You wait until they do like the extra, so you're really getting a good value, and that's how I'm able to rack up my points. I want to say it was was it this year? It might have been this year. But there's been one time that I did in the same calendar year, it had to be last year, that I got to do it twice, which I don't want to think of how much I spent. I probably didn't really spend that much. So yeah, so that's that. So then let's get into the platinum. So what does platinum mean? So platinum means your points don't expire. So platinum, in order to get that status, you have to spend $450 in the calendar year. I know for a lot that seems like a crazy amount, but when you think about the fact that they offer brow service, which I believe their brow service, just to get like your brows waxed and like they like trim out all that jazz, that's like $21. If you go and get your hair done, I know when I get my hair done it's like $50. When I replace my straightener, my blow dryer, and my curling iron, I mean, think about like how much money you're spending on like deodorant and like all that jazz, hair ties. Like how often do we lose hair ties and bobby pins? Like always. I feel like there's like a little like troll like coming in and stealing my hair ties. So going in and buying those things from like Ulta, I mean brushes, oh my word, how much do brushes cost? Like it's easier to like rack them up. So it's not that crazy to think about. I mean, like how much do you go to like Target and like spend there? So not that crazy. But that is a nice thing because then your points don't expire. So once you've done that within the calendar year, you don't have to worry about it. You also, when you're a platinum member, you get points faster. So they do 1.25 points for every dollar that you spend. You also get, during your birthday month, you get $10 off coupon, which is really cool because then you're able to get like extra money off of your like prestige stuff, because I know you can use it on prestige. And then you also get like extra bonus perks just for being like a platinum member. Like I know they sent me like for a 1 day only, I got like 20% off of anything in the store, and I was like, okay, well I'm placing an Ulta order because yes, and like who doesn't want 20% off of like prestige makeup? So yeah, so this is something awesome. Like that's how like Ulta Rewards program really works. I really enjoy the Ulta Rewards program. So now let's get into Sephora. So the way Sephora's rewards program works is they kind of have 3 stages of their rewards. So like how Ulta had like the no name and then platinum, they have Beauty Insider, VIB, and VIB Rouge. So I'll tell you about why I made the face. So not VIB. Beauty Insider is the very first stage, and when you like sign up with them, like you get a cute little card. But you get a free birthday gift, which Sephora always has a really good birthday gift. It's either you get to like pick one, like it's normally like a skincare one, like I believe this year it is Fresh, so it's like a cleanser and a face mask, or you get a Marc Jacobs eyeliner and a lipstick. I went with the eyeliner and lipstick because he's pretty. But yeah, you get one of those free things just for signing up, which I think is awesome because even if you don't really do makeup, like that's a pretty awesome like deal, like right there, like free makeup, of course. You also get a free 15-minute beauty class, and so like if you go to like their makeup counter, like you can see like they have like lists and stuff like they can show you, like you can learn how to do a winged eyeliner, how to properly apply a contour or foundation or whatever jazz else is there. That's just like basic stuff. So that's really it for like their basic Beauty Insider. That's really the only deals that they get. The next status is VIB. So unlike Ulta, how Ulta offers like 2 times the points and all this other jazz, they really don't offer anything special until you hit VIB status. And VIB status, in order to gain that, you have to spend $350 in a calendar year to get that status. So just like how Ulta, every year you have to like become that status. Same with Sephora, you have to like redo it every single year. So you have to spend $350, but you do get a lot more perks. So you still get like the beauty and the beauty class and the free birthday gift, but you also get seasonal savings. So like how you guys might have seen my VIB Rouge haul and the Friends and Family haul, they do special like discounts for the VIBs. I know that for the holidays they did 20% off, just like they did with the Rouge members. I know sometimes they do them at a like lower amount, like I think I've seen them like they did like 20% with Rouge, but they only did 15 with Beauty Insider. Not Beauty Insider, VIB. I'm like losing my mind, guys. I never had it. They also do free custom makeovers, so they'll do like one like thing on you, like they'll go ahead and apply your contour for you, or they'll do a wing liner on you. So you get like one free thing. So that's really it for VIB. The next status is Rouge. I am Rouge, guys. So the reason I make that face is because you kind of, once you hit Rouge status, like, oh, thank you for being a Rouge member. You're like, oh, thanks, I've spent a lot of money here. You have to spend $1,000 in a calendar year at Sephora to become a Rouge member. Now, you do get a lot of perks being Rouge. One, the staff is like, oh, thank you for being a Rouge member. Every time you check out, they're like, thank you for being Rouge. It's like, thank you, let me kiss your butt. So you still get everything that VIP got. So the things that are kind of the extra. One, you normally get a higher seasonal savings than the VIB, which means you get more, which is awesome. Like, who doesn't want 20% off of, like, makeup? I mean, because Sephora, besides their, like, own Sephora collection, they're prestige. They have the beautiful, high-end, crazy expensive makeup brands, so you can get, like, a really good deal on that. They also offer free 3-day shipping, not to be confused with 2-day shipping. You still have to pay $10 a year for 2-day. But it's nice to give you 3-day shipping, so if you're, like, willing to wait an extra day, I'm not. I want it now, not like tomorrow, like now. You also get free custom makeovers, and that's not like an eyeliner or an eyeshadow. No, that's your whole face. They'll do your entire face of makeup without any effort from you. You just sit there and they like doll you up, and it's great. I've never personally done it because I'd rather do my own makeup than let someone play with my face. No, but I think that's a really great offer. I've like done it with, I know my sissy did it, that was a really awesome thing. You can also do it for like a friend, like if you're never going to use it, be like, hey, I know you've got like a date coming up, like, hey, why don't we go to Sephora, we'll hang out, and they'll do a makeover on you, like, why not? Because you don't have to use it on yourself, you resize, gets it for someone else as well. You also get the private hotline, which I know my sister used before, so it's like an informational hotline. They can give you advice, all that jazz, they can tell you things. So that's really awesome, and I want to say it's 24/7? 24/7? Yeah. At least 24 hours a day. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. It's pretty cool. And then the last thing is the invitations to the exclusive events. Like, I know you guys probably haven't seen it yet because it's not up yet, but I got the Christmas in New York palette, their chocolate chop palette, before it was actually released to everyone else. So they had like literally only a few, but when you went to the event, I think it started at like 8 a.m. But they had like, I know they had the Urban Decay highlighter palette, they had, was it Becca or was it Hourglass? I think it was Becca's highlighter palette. It was on outside. They had 2 highlighter palettes, but they had a bunch of the holiday gift sets out before they were actually going to be out normally. So you kind of got to play and kind of just feel extra special to be able to have something that you're like, no one else is going to have this for like a month. This is so cool. So I really enjoyed that perk. It's always really nice because literally like the store is like your playground with the staff and just other Rouge members that are crazy obsessed with makeup for you. So it's like a really fun time to kind of like meet other people that are like as crazy obsessed with makeup as you, because if you're a Rouge status and you're not obsessed with makeup, like what is your life that you're in there spending $1,000 and you're not obsessed? So the way the way that Sephora's Rewards program works is just like an Ulta. So for every dollar you spend, you get a point. Unlike Ulta, they really don't do double the points. I've only seen it a handful of times, like a specialty thing that they'll go, for these days only, like you can get double the points. So for the most part, when you're going to redeem your points, if you have 500 points, if you have 1,000 points, if you have 2,000, 6,000, whatever, that means you've spent that money. I don't like thinking about it. So the thing with their redeeming of their points that differs from Ulta is the value. So they don't give you like $3 off or like $20 off. They give you like deluxe size samples of things, which if you're going like with Ulta, if you went and did 100 points or 100 points at Sephora and Ulta, $3 off compared to some of the samples, deluxe sample sizes that they have. Like, I know I saw a Josie Marin sample in there, and that was only worth $3.60, so better than Ulta. But they also had a Lancome, their primer, their mascara primer, and that was worth $9.21. So yeah, Sephora kind of kills them when it comes to deluxe samples, but that's only at the low level that they're really like killing Ulta on. The more you go up in the points, the more Ulta starts looking much better than Sephora. Because when you're looking at $500 being spent, so you get 500 points, $500 you spend, and you're getting like 5 deluxe size samples. What? Because like with Ulta, like they'll do like, if you spend $35 and whichever brand, like Tarte or Too Faced, they're like, you get a free lipstick, like a little deluxe sample of the primer potion or whatever. They'll give you like a free deluxe sample from like purchasing a certain amount. Sephora, get on that, because that's great. But they really, like, when you start going crazy high in your points, like spending like $750 and over, that's when they start getting really good rewards. Like, I know, I wish I got it. I want to say it was like 1,000 points, but it was like a Too Faced. I want to say it was Too Faced because it was like a beach towel and sunglasses, and I don't remember something else. I wanted the sunglasses because that's so cute. But a lot of their really cool rewards where you get like exclusive like swag from brands and stuff, like exclusive things. Like, I think I saw a Dior one that had sunglasses and a lipstick, and it was like a crazy amount of points. They've also done trips for points. They've done like beauty classes with their points, like a private event type thing. And I think that's really cool because that's something that Ulta doesn't offer, and Sephora definitely beats them on. But overall, I just think the payback with Ulta is a lot better. But before I really get into like comparing the two, let's move over into the pros and cons of both of them so you can see why I like one over the other. So starting the pros and cons with Sephora. So Sephora does have quite a few beautiful pros with them. Like, for example, when it comes to like my rouge status, because obviously I've been rouged for a couple of years, but most of the time when I rouge, in fact if I remember serves me correctly, the last 2 times that I've rouged has been during the holidays, which is the main time I shop at Sephora, is between about October and December. And why? Because they come out with a ton of Sephora favorites. Like, obviously I'm like shoving Sephora favorites down you guys' throat through my channel because they're amazing to talk about, but they're also a really good savings because when you're doing a Sephora favorites gift set, which in and of themselves are between about 55 to 70% savings on those luxury high-end brands, if you top it off with like the Rouge sale, which was 20% off, you're like killing high-end like discounts. Like, that's typically how I'm making all those purchases to get my Rouge status, is because I'm going, well, this is that $175 gift set, this is the $30 gift set, you know, here's a $65 perfume sample gift set, like going over like the Bum Bum set that I got, like going over all of the ones I got, like pretty much during those, the Friends and Family and the Rouge sale. That got me my Rouge status all the way until 2017 because I saved up and I was like, I know it's going to happen in the fall because they do their seasonal savings twice a year. They do a spring and they do a winter, obviously, because holiday time is like the best time to do that. So like kind of going, you know, like let me save up like, you know, this much money like a month and waiting to do those big spendings only those couple times a year. Like, for most of the year when I'm buying or I'm repurchasing, if it's not a brand that's exclusive to Sephora, like how Tarte, Too Faced, Urban Decay, Benefit, like when I bought Cabral, like I didn't buy Cabral at Sephora, I bought it at Ulta, because if I'm buying an individual product and Ulta sells it, Ulta's rewards program, most definitely their like payback kills Sephora. But at the same time, like, Sephora slays, like, Ulta on their savings, because when you're combining those gift sets and that value, like, it's just amazing. Also, one thing I don't know if anyone was, like, if you guys know about, Ebates. So, I don't use Ebates too terribly much, like, with other things. I only really, like, use them with makeup, because that's typically what I order online, because I don't really order, like, anything else, like clothing or anything like that. But I do like to order makeup online, because as little human interaction as possible is pretty cool. But it's also just kind of easier shopping online, especially in Sephora. Sephora's website totally kills Ulta, just the way that it's formatted. Their app also beats Ulta, just because it's a lot easier to navigate and kind of play through. Search bar works better. So yeah, doing Ebates, I know especially like I think Black Friday week, I think I get like 8% back on like Sephora, and like I think it's like, I don't know, 6% on Ulta. So I mean, that's awesome. So the way Ebates works is when you're like buying online, like they give you like a % back on the money that you spent, and there's a couple ways you can get it back. So you know, like regular, like I think you can get it, oh gosh, what is that called? Like kind of like a PayPal thing? Yeah, like PayPal. They can send it into your PayPal account, or what I end up doing, because you can get more back, is doing a gift card. So like doing a Sephora gift card, like why not? Like I'm saving money at Sephora, getting Ebates, pulling it back into a Sephora gift card, and the money I'm saving I can then use later on makeup. Another thing, that you can do, I don't know if anyone knows this, but it's shop kicks. I like recently discovered this, and like every time I go into Target, I pull it open because you can like just go around the store and scan things and you get points, and after so many points they give you gift cards, and like I just earned a $10 Sephora gift card. Granted, it took me, I swear, like a month to get that Sephora gift card from going to Target that many times, but hey, like who doesn't want free money? Like I'm in Target anyways, like why not scan some stuff to get free money later? So there's lots of good ways to like save it that way, so those are awesome. You can use those at both. I know Shopkicks only does a Sephora, I don't have an Ulta, but I know you can get an Ulta gift card through Ebates, which is pretty cool. So now going in to some more of like the like pros with Sephora. So besides like how I like save money with like those gift sets, I mean they do offer a lot more like benefits, like the exclusive benefits, like the fact that I can go to Sephora and get my whole face done. Also, Sephora's employees, just because of the way that Sephora kind of handles their employees, they're a lot more, I wouldn't say like Ulta isn't knowledgeable, it's just Sephora is more of that kind of play environment, like touch and enjoy and like kind of learn. While Ulta is a little bit more of like your hands-on rather than you have somebody kind of play with you. If you're looking for like more of that best friend kind of shopping, like obviously like Sephora kills Ulta in that aspect. I mean, Ulta does have some people that like do beauty stuff. Like they can actually like play with makeup with you, but that's really only like their Lancome area, Clinique, and Benefits Brow Bar. But really, like if you're looking at Too Faced or Urban Decay, or you're trying to like match your foundation, it's not as easy. Like if you're trying to get a foundation match, go to Sephora because they just got you better. So definitely like with stuff, like I prefer going to Sephora when I'm looking more to play. I do like that I can still play at Ulta, and they kind of, well, both stores kind of leave me alone. Like I've totally gone in, no joke guys, with my makeup brushes. Like I really came with like my bag of makeup brushes to like play with some different things because I was looking at different palettes, and they don't look at you like you're weird. But ultimately, like when I was bringing my brushes, like those are the brushes I'm going to use on my own makeup, so I wanted to like play with that. So yeah, definitely like going to like play with their stuff. So getting into some of the cons with Sephora. So obviously I don't really enjoy that you have to spend money to start getting savings and discounts. Ulta doesn't do that with you. It doesn't matter what your status is, like they still do the 2 times, 3 times, 5 times the points, like it doesn't matter what your status is. I also love that Sephora's points, no matter what you are, your points never expire. That's like a big pro with Sephora. Like if, I don't know, I think that's better. I wish Ulta did that because I think that's fabulous, but I kind of understand like the why, because they need something to go with their perks. I also don't enjoy that you have to take your hard-earned money that you spend and like all this like 500,000 points, because it's like those individual dollars, and you're really just getting deluxe size samples. Like they've had some like, interestingly they've had like little mini palettes and stuff, and like that's cool at the same time, but like I'd rather like go and pick what I want, like the peach palette or something, or just something that I just like have been eyeballing. I know like everyone's in love with Anastasia Beverly Hills, Modern Renaissance. Won't buy him. His packaging, he's got velvet packaging, it's dirty. But like if there was something like you were like trending and like you really wanted, like obviously like you're not going to be able to get that kind of payback with Sephora. So let's move over into Ulta's pros and cons. So getting into Ulta's pros and cons, which is a much smaller list than I think in comparison to Sephora. So some of the pros I find with Ulta is, one, it's not just a prestige like beauty company. They offer like your drugstores, like it's not just like how Sephora has like their Sephora collection. They have like their older collection too, but they have NYX, they have L'Oreal, like they have their salons you get points off of. They have the prestige, but they also have like hair tools. Like they just have a whole lot more to offer. Like instead of going to a Target for your deodorant and your hairspray, like go ahead and just pick it up at Ulta. I just think, I just love that part about them. Also, their point system, like for their like deluxe like Rewards like status, so like their platinum is only $450, while Sephora's Rouge is $1,000. So you're able to kind of get to that primo status like a lot faster. I like that they have the extra points, so like the $2,000 isn't $2,000 because it's 2,000 points, not dollars, because you can get extra points faster because they've got the 2, the 3, and the 5 times. I'm going all over the place. I'm scatterbrained, guys. But it's just a lot of information. I know this video is getting long and it's like getting a lot at you guys, but really the only con that Ulta has is the fact that if you're not spending $450 in a year with them, your points are going to expire. So depending on like how high you anticipate going in that status and how much you're going to be savings depends on whether or not you should be shopping at Sephora, if you should be shopping at Ulta. But in reality, guys, what I do throughout the year is October to December, I go to Sephora. The rest of the year, I shop at Ulta. And I shop at Ulta even during the holidays too. Like obviously, like I did a haul with Ulta. I'm gonna be shopping more on them with Black Friday. It's just when it comes to those high-end beauty brands that I'm wanting to try, and because I love playing with different beauty products and different highlighters, and I want more eyeshadows, like I definitely go to Sephora and I kind of like stock up and I'm like, ooh, look at all these fun kits that I can have. But Ulta doesn't really offer those. Like they're starting to get into it kind of. Like I know for the holidays they came out with like some drugstore ones, but it's just not as fun as the Prestige and going, wow, I only had to spend like $40 and I got a bunch of fun stuff to try. I got a beauty blender, I got a mascara, I got a lipstick, I got an eyeshadow. Like it's just a lot more like enjoyable of knowing like I spent very little, but I'm trying like some really crazy high luxury brands. So yeah, that is it, guys. That is it for my pros and cons. Also, side note, one thing that like Sephora definitely like slays Ulta on is they offer samples. Which, if you don't know this, like the way like Sephora's sampling works is they have worlds. So there's like makeup world and perfume world and skin, hair, beauty, other world. So in each world you can get 3 samples. So like if you were like curious about like foundation, you're like, I have no idea which one I actually am gonna like better, because you know like foundation's all different. I literally was like, okay, so I match Kat Von D, I don't match Kat Von D, I'm just putting this on my head. So like Tarte, no, what did I match? I matched Tarte, Makeup Forever, and I think Urban Decay was my other one I matched. I have a really weird skin color. Not really weird, it's just I turn everything yellow. So I went and I got samples of each one of them, took them home, and then decided that like Tarte and Makeup Forever were the best ones for me. One during the summertime and one during the winter time, because like skin shades obviously change. But that way I didn't have to go and spend, you know, $40 on my foundation, take it home and realize, oh no, this doesn't work. I did that with Kat Von D. I learned my lesson. But it's nice because you can try, like you can literally try anything. I've never tried like going, can I get a sample of this lipstick? Or can I get a sample of this eyeshadow? Because they technically can, but like my soul cries when I see them try to chisel off eyeshadow. No, like palettes are so pretty. Also, if you're one of those people that goes into Sephora or Ulta and does like this with their palettes or this with their palettes or this with their... I do not like you. I do not like you at all. Someone went, took all the white lipsticks, unscrewed them so they were all up at the top and shoved a cap on top of them. You are a horrible human. No. Be respectful of like employees. Like people do have to clean that up. Don't drop a naked palette and run away. Like come on. Dumb. Back into what we were talking about. Wow, that was a side story rant over. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Sorry it was really long, but there is just so much info about both of these stores. I think it's just kind of like important for you to know all the really like benefits of both and some of their dirty laundry about both, because I mean, I think they both have their highs and lows. I think they're both awesome stores, and honestly, I love the employees at both my local Sephora's. Both, when I say Sephora's, I always sound like regular Sephora and JCPenney's, and then my Ulta store. I mean, they're crazy, crazy, amazing peoples. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I think I've said this 3 times now, but I'll put a link down to both of their websites and a link, if you follow my blog, I'll put a link on where I found all this info at. Their website was not hard to find. I'll also put a link to all of my social media so you guys can follow me there. Don't forget, if you haven't checked out my giveaway, make sure you check that out. It does close on Black Friday. Stay foxy, guys.